So, what's the deal with your bike?
Yeah, okay. So I've had some bike troubles recently.
You've been telling me about it, and I've seen them first person as well.
I sent Quinn like a couple Snapchats yesterday. Basically, so it was Thursday, and I had the day off work because I had a dentist appointment, and they were like, "Oh, just like don't come in, it's fine. Like just go to your dentist and take the day off." And what ended up happening was I went to the dentist, I went to the bank, I went to Island Blue, picked up some stuff for brackets.
Shit, got it all done.
And then I was like, I should go to the, my bike's been shitty recently, my brakes are really terrible.
It's been broken for a long time.
Yeah,
I remember the last cards night, you broke, and it made like a screeching noise whenever you like tried to brake.
Yeah, and so every time I tried to brake, it'd be like a screeching noise. And that was only 3 weeks ago, so it's not too long. But,
yeah, true.
But yeah, my brakes are kind of shitty. The gear, I need to do gear. And a lot was wrong with it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it in. I'll see how long it might take them. We got the fire arrows, by the way.
Nice.
So I take it in to the bike shop, and he's like, oh yeah, what do you need done? I'm like, oh, so yeah, the gear snapped off. I need a new chain. I need a new bike light as well. I might need to do, and the brakes are shitty. And that might mean the wheel might be kind of fucked up because I've been riding it while it's been scraping. And like I see as I'm saying all this, his like eyes kind of get like wider and wider. Like, oh shit,
no, this is not good.
So he says something like, "Oh, okay, well that'll be like $150 or something." You know, kind of eyeballs it. I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine. Like whatever. It's my bike, right? This is the bike that I've had since grade 11. So I'd say like this is the bike that's like my like."
That's your bike, like, right there.
This is like, I don't know, my freedom, I guess you could say. Because, like...
That's very extra, but yeah,
like,
sure.
Starting at, like, 16, that's when I was like, I'd bike to friends' houses, I'd bike to school, I'd bike to soccer practice. I could do everything by myself, and I'd just bike around. So that's this bike. So it's not even a question how much it's going to take to repair it. Because I take it in about two times a year, you know, get her all fixed up. I go home, I start making some brackets, I'm chilling, and then I get a call about 3 hours later after I've gotten home, and he's like, hey, so there's a lot more wrong with it than we thought. And I'm like, oh yeah? And he's like, yeah, the entire wheel's fucked, and all the gears are fucked. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, that's fine with you? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so, like, I don't know, yeah. And he's like, okay, great. Then I get a call a few minutes later, he's like, yeah, so... Like maybe 10 minutes later, he's like, yeah, so, hey, it's me again. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, so the entire, like, the only thing that isn't broken is, like, the frame. Is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And he's like, okay, great. Thanks. And I'm like, okay, bye. And then I get a call 10 minutes later, he's like, hey, it's me again. So it's broken. And I'm like, oh,
he wanted you to be done with it like the first time he called. He's just like,
I'm like, oh, for real?
He wants to get rid of that.
He's like, yeah, it's broken. And I'm like, what's broken about it? He's like, oh, you know, the shibba-da-boo-ba-da-ba-da, right? Like he says a bunch of bike stuff. And he's like, so we threw it out. And I'm like, oh, all right, bet, cool. He's like, yeah, we recycled that shit for you. I'm like, thanks.
That's really kind of you to just throw out my bike.
And then I'm like, so do I have to like pay? And he's like, no, this one's on the house, like it's fine. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Anyway, have a good one. Yeah, you too. All right, bye. And then I'm sitting there like, fuck, I no longer have a bike that I've had for 4 years. Like, it's just gone. I didn't even get to say goodbye to it or anything. It's just gone, right? Like, it's like...
That's, like, fucked up customer service, though. Like, they just threw it out and they didn't, like, ask or anything.
Well, I mean, it was broken. But yeah.
But it wasn't, though.
Maybe if I said really, they'd be like, no, it's about to be thrown out or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they were just like, quick, right?
Get rid of it. We'll tell them after. Get rid of the evidence. Yeah. Quick, throw it in the incinerator.
So, anyway. So I'm thinking like, okay, shit, like I need a new bike. I don't need a new bike right away because Friday I was working out in like 30 minutes away, so I was getting a ride, like 30-minute drive away, like a 2-hour bike ride.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, like the weekend, I didn't really need one. I could bus, but I'm like, damn, like I kind of need one for at least like Monday. So I go to the bike store that I got that bike at.
Yeah? Was that the same one where you got it tuned up, or?
No, different one.
Okay.
I tell them, oh yeah, I need kind of a new road bike or whatever. And they're like, yeah, for sure. And there's this really nice bike. It's purple and blue, and it's the owner's old bike. Like I'm sure he has fucking tons of bikes, obviously.
Shit, the owner's bike?
But it's like, that's huge. It's like one of the owner's old bikes. And it's like purple and blue. It's a road bike. It's 5'10" to 6'1", so it's perfect for me. And it's $1,200, which is a good deal for this kind of bike.
That is pretty good, yeah.
So I'm like, and I've been making money. I mean, I make like $1,600 a month, or not a month, every 2 weeks. So I'm like, yeah,
$1,600 a month would not be that hot.
I'm like, yeah, it's $1,600 every 2 weeks. Like I could, yeah, sure, like I'll get that. So I buy it, and I get like a new lock for it. I got a new lock for it because they this is a really valuable bike and you don't want to. So I get a new lock, and I might repaint it as well. I think I'm gonna repaint it like all black or something, just so that it doesn't look.
It's not
nice.
So like flashy.
Yeah, because right now I look at it, I'm like, sheesh, I want to steal that bike, and I own it. So how do I get past here?
Hey, the boys.
I don't know if that was.
You could have just gone the other way.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we ball. Get out of here, dude. Fuck.
You know, I actually, when I bought my current bike, I also bought a lock. Like, not the lock that I use. Like, one of those kind of, like, magnet-shaped locks.
Yeah. They wanted me to buy one of those.
I've never used it. I didn't even put it on.
Isn't it so heavy?
It's not that heavy, no.
Okay, because
I think you're just getting, like, the heavy-duty ones. Yeah, I just got, like, a pretty, standard one. And I didn't know, like, they wanted to charge me to, like, install the, like, bracket to sit it on.
Yeah. I got that. So I got a new block. I got the bracket.
Yeah.
But they wanted me to get, like, the U-shaped ones. And it was heavier than the bike. And I'm like, there's no way. Because, like, it's, I would have to ride with it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not doing that. So anyway, I bought a new one, but I am self-conscious about it now. I'm like worried, like someone's gonna steal my bike. So I'm keeping it like not in the lockup. I'm keeping it down, like in my apartment and stuff.
Where is it?
It's in the hallway.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, I buy the bike. I had just enough like on my credit card at the moment to get it. I bought the lock and everything, and then I bike home. And it was fun. It was great. It was raining a ton. I biked to soccer practice, and I was thinking like, oh, it'd be super funny if I,
if it got stolen.
Like, not if it got stolen, but if it got like fucked up in some way, like that'd be hilarious. And then I'm on a street just a couple blocks away, and there's a car in front of me. We stop, and then the car goes straight. I'm turning right. There's a huge puddle because it's been raining so bad. It stopped raining, but it had been raining terribly.
Yeah.
I go straight through the puddle. Ka-chunk. Fattest pothole ever.
Oh my god.
And just and I look behind, and the back tire is just gone.
It's gone. Holy shit. It just got ripped away.
It's completely deflated.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I literally yelled out loud, like, are you kidding me? Like, the guy, Ryan always makes fun of me for always saying that. Like, are you kidding me? And it was completely deflated. So I walked home, like 10-minute walk. And honestly, like the first 10 seconds, I was so pissed. And then I just started laughing so hard because I just realized how ridiculous.
How stupid that is.
Oh, that's
like what
funny.
happened when the tire just like broke apart. I was like, are you fucking... And then I was like, wait, the tire just broke apart. Like, let's fucking go.
So let's fucking go.
That's kind of awesome. Like, it had to happen eventually.
Oh, I know about that. So I get home and I take a shower. I put the bike in the hallway. And I get out of the shower, and as I walk past the bike, I feel the back tire. Mm-hmm. Just, double check it or whatever. And I kind of like say to myself, like out loud, I'm like, yup, still deflated. Like, yeah, it's still popped or whatever. And then just kind of because I felt the front one, I feel the back one too. And it's deflated. And I'm like, what? It's because the entire bike ride, it hadn't been deflated. But I guess what happened is the front one popped as well, but just...
It was like a slow leak.
Yeah, but it was a slow leak, and because I'm sitting on the bike, obviously, the back tire deflated completely because I'm sitting right on it.
Right, and
but
then got off
But the front one, I wasn't like leaning fully, so it didn't deflate. So the entire time I'm walking, I'd go over curbs or whatever, and it would be like boom, boom, and then right, from the back.
Yeah.
But then as it's sitting in the hallway, it slowly deflates.
Oh my god.
So now I'm like, wow, I now have 2.
So is it currently deflated?
Oh yeah, it's deflated.
And when you got the new bike and the new lock, you didn't think like maybe I should get a bike pump so you can stop boring mine.
No, I got a bike pump. Boom.
Oh, you did?
Right there, I got a new bike pump.
Okay.
But it's like popped, right? Like it's like the tires, but the tire pressure was so high.
Like you can't put air in it?
No, like the tires split.
Like, like split?
Yeah. They popped, dude. What else do you want to say?
My tire popped once, and then I took it in, and I was like, how long will it take? And there were like 10 minutes. So I was like, oh, that's fast.
Well, I just need new tires. Like,
yeah, well, no, but I thought I needed new tires once, and then they just filled it with air. I was like, bro, what? He's like, yeah, it was like, it's a pinch flat. Like, it just, all escaped at once somehow. I was like, okay. So you didn't need to replace it, even though it just went completely flat when I, like, went over a curb? And they're like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I like, tried pumping up for a split second.
Okay.
And I didn't do anything. Because, yeah, I thought I'd try that as well. So, anyway, I'm going to go into the same shop that they gave the owner's bike to some 20-year-old kid. And now I'm going to pull up like, hey, I popped both tires the second time I rode it, guys. Let's go. I mean, I know it's my bike now, but still. So I thought that was
if you repaint it before you go in, then they won't know. They'll be like, oh, look at this nice little bike. Seems kind of familiar.
I will ask them if I should repaint it. I'll see if they say it's a good idea or not. But so anyway, it kind of reminded me of something similar that happened. I bought, just like how I bought a new bike, I bought Raycons.
Like the earbuds?
Yeah, the earbuds. And then 3 weeks in, I lost the right one. I was just like at work, and I was wearing the left one, and the right one was in the case, and I think the case fell out of my pocket, and I saw it, and I picked it up, but I think the right one just fell out, and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the day, I went to like put both on, and the right one's gone. So it's like at some site, and I know which site it is. I just don't know where the Raycon is. So it's like, damn, like this another kind of similar. Like I still have the other Raycon.
Do you get any warranty on that?
No, and they only sell one at a time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, it's like because I still have the bike, and I will get it fixed. It'll be awesome. I'm excited. But like, I still have the left Raycon. But then
do you use it?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
But then today at work, I'm. Oh wait, can we not go that way? Oh, we gotta go this way. I'm at work today, and it's like 7 a.m. and I'm super tired. We're out, the site, 30-minute drive away.
Yeah.
And they tell me just to wait for the slinger to show up, the big thing that shoots dirt. They're like, yeah, it'll show up at like, like 15 minutes or whatever. So I'm just standing there, and I stand for 10 minutes, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm just doing nothing. And then I notice something white on the ground, and I go to pick it up. And it's an AirPod Pro. And I'm like, no way. And it's got like a little crack in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just chilling on the ground, a little crack in that thing. But like, it's an AirPod Pro, and it's dead. So then I start looking around.
Yeah.
And there's another AirPod Pro. And this one, no cracks at all. This one's in pristine condition.
Oh, shit.
So I look around for the case, no case. I try and pair them, they're dead. Yeah. Obviously, they're just on the ground. So my friend Mackenzie has AirPods Pro. She's gonna give me the case and see if they charge, which means th're still alive.
Yeah, and
then I'll buy a case. I went online. They're $300.
Jesus. How much for just a case?
Just a case is $50.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna get $350 earbuds for $50 if these work.
If they work.
I'm not gonna waste the money if they don't.
Yeah. Because that one with the crack, it might be all
maybe
inside.
Yeah. But I mean, guess what? The one that works is a right.
Oh shit.
And that is the happy ending to this story. I'm now gonna have a left Raycon and a right AirPod Pro.
Are they gonna work at the same time? They won't,
but it's poetic, dude. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's the bike Raycon story. What a happy little ending.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you, man.
Very emotional, like, last 24 hours for me. That all happened in the last 24 hours.
Damn.
Other than the 4 years of me riding the bike. That was
the 4 years ago.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Okay, what's up? Goodbye.